Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to remember the life of the Houston Texans because they are dead. D-E-D, dead. No A because they're a failing football team. The Houston Texans are so bad, and I am so happy about it. Now, look, I'm not here to dance on anyone's grave, okay? Especially not in October. I've seen enough scary movies to know that's not good luck. I'm just going to be dancing next to the grave, okay? I'll be the guy at the funeral doing the Tootsie slide or the cha-cha slide or the electric slide, any of the slides, the Cupid shuffle, the running man, the moonwalk, the Macarena, the Soldier Boy, the Carlton, the Charleston, the jitterbug, the twist, anything, the whip,
Okay.
the whip and the nay-nay, the Harlem Shake. I'll be doing it all. No, actually, I'll be doing the monster mash because we all know that's a graveyard smash. Now, question for you guys. Since the first quarter of the AFC divisional round of the playoffs last year, what's one good thing that has gone right for the Houston Texans?
The dimple in Bob's chin has grown exponentially.
Oh, it gets
compared with the
bigger.
number of wins they put on the field. I don't know.
Yeah, it gets bigger by the year. Now, actually, that's to be honest with you guys, that was a trick question. I set you guys up. There's been nothing that has gone right for this team. Okay. They had a 24-0 lead after that first quarter. Then Patrick Mahomes proceeds to put 51 points up in 3 quarters, and the Texans hilariously lose. And they were spotted 24 points. I can't stress that enough. Then a few weeks after the game, the Texans had a GM vacancy to fill and thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and give that job to Bill O'Brien. Let's give that guy more responsibility. You know, the guy with the black hole of a chin dimple. All right. Let that be a lesson. If you need to fill massive holes in your roster, don't turn to a guy with a massive hole in his face. I've said it before and I'll say it again. And Brent, you know that chin dimple is a black hole. And what do black holes do? They suck. Plus, when someone's bad at something, you don't give them a promotion. You don't give them more responsibility. That'd be like naming Mitch Trubisky your starting quarterback and starting wide receiver. Why don't you just let them focus on one job to suck at? The Texans had a good roster. And notice I said had. Bill O'Brien was essentially handed a 24-0 lead with his roster. And as I stated before, we all know what he does with 24-0 leads. So his first move as GM, he trades away their best offensive weapon, DeAndre Hopkins, for a guy who hasn't done anything since 2016, David Johnson. And first of all, as a Titans fan, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that one. On behalf of all Titans fans, thank you. And on behalf of Kevin Byard, I thank you for getting DeAndre Hopkins out of the division. But second, like imagine owning a brand new super fast Tesla and trading it in for a used Saturn Ion with only 3 tires. That's what Bob did. And after that DeAndre Hopkins trade, Steelers D tackle Cam Hayward tweeted, and I quote, "Man, we need to start drug testing some of these GMs and coaches, LOL." And he really does make a good point, but look, Bill O'Brien doesn't need another test to fail. It's no wonder this team's record is chin dimple and 4 this year. Like I knew they were going to be worse this season, but I didn't know they were going to be this bad. Their worst start since 2008 when Matt Schaub was their quarterback. Oh. And right, remember Matt Schaub?
Yes.
If you're ever at a bar and you're like, you want to play a game of remember that guy? Start with Matt Schaub. It's a good one. And this year, they don't even have a human pick 6 as a quarterback. They've got a top 7 quarterback in the league with Deshaun Watson. And my gosh, look, and you'll never hear me say this about a Texan, but he does not deserve this. Okay. So if you know the issue isn't at quarterback, which it is with most bad teams and most teams that are winless right now, it's the guy who holds the play sheet. All right. And just check out yesterday after the game, that human chin dimple said, and I quote, "We've got to just keep on working. There's really no way out of it other than that. You have no choice." Okay. The second part of that is actually true. You legitimately have no choice, Texans, because like who's going to fire Bill O'Brien? Their general manager, Bill O'Brien? Like, how's that meeting go? Hey, Bill, can I see you in your office? We need to talk about my performance so far. Like, I'm afraid we're going to have to let me go. Like it's not happening. But you know how I know this team is screwed? It's because of what Justin James Watt said yesterday. You know, the Texans defensive end and co-host of Ultimate Tag on Fox. He said, and I quote, "We obviously have to do something different. We're 0-4. Whatever we're doing isn't working. Something needs to change. Something needs to be different." Okay, so to recap, the head coach is saying you just have to keep going, no choice. And the superstar defensive end is saying something needs to change. The Houston Texans to me are like a DC comic movie. They shouldn't suck this bad, but somehow they do. or to put it more of like a Spooktober spin on it, like Bill O'Brien is a clown. We all know that. He's Pennywise. And instead of swallowing children in his mouth, he swallows really good football players in his chin dimple. And as a Titans fan and a scary movie fan, I just got to say, you love to see it.
Austin Huff, korkedbats.com. That's with a K on all the socials, Korked Bats. Good stuff, Austin. Love it, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got a blog up right now that's just titled "The Houston Texans Are a Crusty Butt."
All right.
That wins. That title wins.
korkedbats.com.